thinking of you, and I want to get to this because, Rick Santorum got in this whole big dust-up about sounding elitist with colleges and that we focus too much on that. I think I knew what he was trying to say. What he's saying, we don't put enough emphasis on, those who have training, like those who want to be plumbers, those who want to be electricians. I think that's what he's saying, but it got lost in the sort of political sauce. But what do you think of that we put too much emphasis on college and not on just trade skills?
He's absolutely right. I went to college, but I also had a trade. I was a carpenter after college. That's really how I made my living before I became an actor.
Did you make more money as a carpenter? Because they're very hard to get.
Oh, I know. Well, see, that's my point exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Well, it's like, yes, you can go to college and become a brain surgeon, but if you go to wash your hands before the surgery and there's no hot water coming out, that's because we forgot to educate plumbers.
That's a very good point. So what do you do to get that back? Because many argue, remember John McCain a few years ago, those jobs are not coming back.
Oh, should they have to come back? They have. Sure they do.
Then what do we do?
Well, we train welders, we train carpenters, plumbers, machinists, CNC operators. That's what we do. We have a program called MOST. If you go to mostjobstraining.com, you'll read all about it. There's right now in the United States, there's over 600,000 jobs available in manufacturing. So when Vice President Biden talks about bringing jobs back from China, well, you could open up the building, but there's not going to be anybody in the building because the average age of those skilled workers, lathe operators, CNC machine operators, is about 57 years old now. So what we do is we go right to the employer and we say, what do you need? And they tell us exactly what they need. Then we pull up our 18-wheelers that are equipped as classrooms and workshops, and we vet the people coming in. We interview them. The employer interviews them. They come into our program 2 weeks in our classrooms, a month on the shop floor. They're guaranteed a job. So
But isn't the rap against, even when you do that and you get them trained and they're ready to go, and God bless you for that, the rap against keeping them and hiring them here is that they cost too much compared to the cheap labor in China and all that.
Well, there was a piece of a roofing, and I think it was the Milwaukee Stadium that was made in China. And when it got here, the American welders had to redo every single weld in the roof of that stadium.
The quality can't compare. I agree with you on that.
The quality can't compare.
But
so what are you buying?
The bottom line is you get all these companies. Look at Apple, a great company. Everyone loves Apple.
Right.
A lot of that stuff made abroad at much cheaper labor. Isn't that really what we're up against? Leave the quality issues out of it. You're quite right. But that's what bosses look at.
Well, we're lacking the skills anyway because we haven't had vocational training. We haven't had shop courses. We tell the kids, that computers are the be-all and end-all. So they can fit 30 people into a computer class, use the same space for a shop class, you've probably got a dozen kids. So it's cost-effective to have computer classes instead of shop courses. But at the end of the day, when kids graduate from high school unable to read a ruler, which I hear time and time again from manufacturers, kids can't read a ruler. And we've graduated more kids with degrees in sports management than we did in engineering, twice as many in the United States. And half the people who graduate in engineering are from foreign countries and they go back to their countries.
You know what's impressive about you? I mean, you are now a big Hollywood star.
Hey,
every Pixar movie, right?
You should have sunglasses on.
And I'm telling you, while you could espouse causes that are cool, you're pushing this. I think it's very admirable.
Thank you, but it's the backbone of who we are as a civilization. It's manufacturing.
You never forgot where you came from, did you? I got over it in a New York minute.
No, I look at a machine like it's a work of art. I really do.
I look at a machine and I figure I got to hire somebody here.
Sure, same thing. But without that, we don't have sewer systems, we don't have water systems.
You're right.
We don't have bridges, we don't have roads.
You're right.
We don't have the machines to build the roads. And when we stop building those things, we're done. It's over.
Good stuff. I wish you luck with this, John, and what you're doing for the veterans as well. John Ratzenberger,